Hey everybody, Josh Sigurdson, World Alternative Media here. Of course, we're joined by author and economic analyst here at WAM, John Sneisen, and as this story says, Bank of England to beat Bitcoin with rival cryptocurrency coming out in 2018. This is laughable. We recently saw this push for Fedcoin and this idea that people are going to fall for the centrally planned cashless system, and that is just so ridiculous because, guys, you bastards are going down. That's why Bitcoin's going up. That's why Steam, EOS, Dash, all these cryptocurrencies are going up. Ripple is a fluke. Ripple is centrally planned. Ripple is nonsense.
Well, it's a bankster,
Yeah, but the whole reason why this whole market exists is in retaliation against the fiat system, the central planning, the quantitative easing, the fractional reserve lending. It's all insanity, and people are moving away from it, which we've seen with Bitcoin and gold lately. John, what do you think?
Well, if you look at the news headlines around the world, like now cryptocurrency is everywhere. But now, of course, I read an article in Norway that talked, Ripple and Ether are, moving forward and Bitcoin is getting pushed to the side. Well, of course, they want to talk about the big more centralized currencies. Because that's where they want to go.
That's the direction, yeah, absolutely.
So exactly, they want to just push that way. Now, it's almost laughable hearing these central banks wanting to create their own versions of cryptocurrency. Because as you said, Josh, in 2008, the white paper on Bitcoin was created, and Bitcoin was created because it wanted to
mimic gold.
And wanted to mimic gold, but it also wanted to end this centralized fiat world. And it was a retaliation. People were fed up. They were ready to have the power come back to the people again, because these morons at these central banks are desperately, trying to convince people that this British currency that's coming out is going to be so much better than Bitcoin. Now, that's utterly BS.
People are going to fall for that as much as they fell for the attacks against Brexit. It's just nonsense. People are intrinsically moving towards freedom, whether they like it or not. I mean, 90% of socialists don't even agree with socialist policies. They just think it sounds good because free stuff. Look, with something like Bitcoin and fiat are very different things, and people need to come to understand that more. Fiat is centrally planned, legal tender currency based on nothing, no cap, nothing based in debt. And of course, Bitcoin is decentralized, free market, competing currency, currency that is based in scarcity, demand, application, future potential. And of course, there's a level of centralization to all of this based on the market when it comes to whale shares, etc., mining power. But for the most part, Bitcoin is just a billion miles away from fiat. And of course, the central banking system and the government wants people in debt servitude. If they shove you down a bottomless pit of debt, you are forced to ask for a ladder up from the government and the banking system, and that puts you in perfect servitude, and they are desperate right now because at this moment, they can't raise interest rates enough to drop them out at the U.S. Federal Reserve. It's going to go negative. They're desperate. They're trying to push for a centrally planned cashless society and trying to hijack a movement which is completely opposite from what they are trying to build.
Yeah, I think what they might have tried to do is let this loose so you would have people innovate and, really get into it, which they have. It's incredible to see what the crypto space has done. And then some people have said, and then they're going to stop everything and let the centralized take over with this centralized system from the technology itself. The problem is they cannot ban this system. They try to stop file sharing, peer-to-peer torrent sharing, and that is just going on like crazy all over the world today.
It's called VPNs.
They couldn't stop it. So what believe that they can take this technology and stop the other technology like Bitcoin and a whole bunch of wide array of other currencies? They're not. They're gonna fail so miserably again. But this time, I think they're gonna be eradicated like the dinosaurs, like the dodo birds. They're like the dodo birds on the island, and as they're watching their fiat dream, eviscerate into
kind of like the dodo bird. Individual demand led to its demise. People really wanted to hunt them for some reason. people really wanted to eat them for some reason, and then
we're not saying to hunt central bankers.
No,
but
what I'm saying is that the individual demand always wins, even if it's in the negative sense with the dodo bird. But for the most part, I just want to quickly just say, screw Fedcoin, screw Britcoin. That is the absolute opposite direction of where we're moving, and people are moving to decentralized systems, whether they like it or not. They can scramble and try so hard, but they're not going to win because people, from the time they are born, are intrinsically free. You can try and brainwash them, but freedom is intrinsic, and people will break free from that control complex.
Yeah, well, the analogy at the end there to end this whole video is the dodo birds are the Krugmans, the Mark Carneys, and all them, and the hunters are the cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Dash, Monero, and his other ones that are gonna
EOS.
In EOS, that's gonna completely destroy their whole paradigm, and they're gonna be gone.
Yeah, absolutely. And the decentralized blockchain has so many things other than just currency. I mean, the fact that Steemit exists and people are making a fortune on Steemit.
Yeah, well, you can replace this ridiculous government system that we have. Even if you wanted a government system, you can replace all that with blockchain. You don't have to pay taxes at all, almost.
Yeah.
So it's this whole new world. The government and the fiat system is dying, and we're very happy about it, Josh.
Freedom is a popular idea, and you know what? Blockchain can be used for good and evil, and it's up to you to decide which way it goes. And I think we already know which way that's going to go. So thanks for watching, everyone. And until next time, this is Josh Sigurdson and John Sneisen signing out from World Alternative Media. Find the truth,
Be the change.
Like what you see here at WAM? Don't forget to check the links below. GoFundMe, Patreon. We can't do it without you. Any donation is very much appreciated, especially as we are so overwhelmingly demonetized and censored by YouTube as the Anti-Defamation League comes in and flags all of our content as hate speech. You can also find me at Josh Sigurdson at Steemit.com. That's Steemit.com, the future of social media, where you get paid in the upvote of your post via Steem, the cryptocurrency. You can also find our Bitcoin address in the description and the comments below, as well as on the screen for you to scan if you please. And don't forget to come on down to Acapulco in Acapulco, Mexico in February, one of the best events of the year, and you can save money on your tickets by typing in promo code WAM. That's WAM. We'll leave the link below for you, and until next time, don't forget to subscribe. This is Josh Sigurdson signing out from World Alternative Media. Find the truth, be the change.